The theme goes perfectly well with the Grises. The theme is one of inclusiveness. That is, this is a place, don't want to go through slogans, but it's a place where everyone is welcome and everyone is made to feel welcome at all times. Rabbi Feldman, Rabbi Freundlich, everyone here, of course, owes a great debt of gratitude for you for what you do every single day. It is a tribute to you, to the community, and to them that we're joined tonight by the leaders of so many organizations around town, including our day schools and high school. We've got Yeshiva Or Yisrael, Torah Day School here, Young Israel of Toko Hills, the Ask Kollel, and on and on. And I'm sorry if I haven't mentioned your group, but it's a real tribute to all of you that you're here and to the shul that you're here. I'd like to say thank you to Mr. Dick Raisler from the Federation for providing security for this shul round the clock and for all of the support. Our own Mark Lewin, member of the shul, recently moved to the neighborhood, is also a board member of Federation. Always been close ties there. And I want to thank, from the start of the evening, our corporate sponsors tonight who make this event possible. Tower Liquors, Blue Orchid Productions, Costco, Elegant Essen Catering, KosherWine.com, and Publix. You're going to hear a great deal about the Grises tonight, and their family has many more important things to say about them than I. Our lives have been touched personally from the moment we came here from the Grises. Their histories are legendary. I welcome all of you to see the poster out front. June 12th, Paula will be leading a group on Holocaust remembrance at the Bremen. You have to make it. I would commend to all of you, if you don't have one, to pick up a copy of the shul brochure on 50 years from 43 to 93, and I hope you've all had a chance to read the Jacob's Voice that gives a very brief description of the Grises' background. I'd now like to call on Rabbi Cheskel Freundlich to give you a Dvar Torah for this evening.
Thank you, David. Good evening, everybody. Welcome. It's a pleasure to see you all here tonight. We use many different words. Daddy, mommy, Abba, Ima, mother, father, tati. But whatever word we choose to describe a parent, the message, the design, the concept behind that word remains the same. Home refers to love, support, guidance, advice, stability, acceptance. That's what a parent represents to a child, whatever we call them. We know that as biological parents go, we only have one mother and one father. But that in life, that which a parent can represent in stability and love, building a home and warmth, we can actually receive from many different types of people. This week's Parsha, in fact, Rashi gives an example in the spiritual realm. We find, he comments, that Moshe is described as the father of his nephews, of Aaron, his brother's children. Moshe is listed as his father. And Rashi quotes from the sages that Moshe was their primary Torah teacher. And because he taught them Torah, he is referred to as their father. Because in a spiritual sense, he has provided that nourishment, the spiritual guidance, the leadership, the knowledge that they will need for their life and for eternity. And as such, he's listed as a father. And we too can all be fathers in certain regards when it comes to that spiritual sense. As communities go, we also have mommies and daddies of the communities. Those who create the warmth, the environment of the community, the guidance. They lead by example within a community. Tonight we have the opportunity to honor a certain mommy and daddy of this Beth Jacob community, Paula and Bill Gris, who we have had the opportunity for over 40 years to benefit for over 40 years from their example. So one of their children just told me tonight, within the family, they know how much the Grises have done for this community, and it's a privilege for us now as a community to publicly thank them and show and bestow that honor, that which they have done with warmth, with a smile, with hospitality, with the example that they have led. I wanted to share one brief thought that I have learned personally from them and that they have shared with us. That is the idea of loving every single Jew. Exactly what the shul has stood for so many years as the synagogue for all Jews. They have exemplified with their smiles, with their greeting of everyone who walks in the door, with their hospitality. They are the epitome of the concept of being non-judgmental, of loving everyone who walks in the door for who they are and what they are. And that's something that we have benefited from them for 40 years. And it's a privilege tonight for us to honor you. We thank you for allowing us to honor you. And mazel tov to you and your family. And I wish you all a good evening.
Thank you very much, brother. And now I'd like to call on the president of the shul, Dr. David Mitchell, for some greetings.
Greetings. I'll have to share one story with you, and you'll see how this is relevant later. Apparently there were 3 nuns delivering medical supplies. 3 nuns were delivering medical supplies to a hospital in the desert. Think about the week's parsha. They ran out of gas. So a trucker pulled up and he said, what's going on? They told him the problem. He said, I can get some gas out of my tank for you, but I don't have a bucket or anything. So they looked in their van, and since they had medical supplies, they had some bedpans. That'll work. So they brought a bedpan and he got a gallon of gas, put it in. Thank you very much, and drove off. As the nuns are pouring the gas from the bedpans into their van, a police car comes up. He says, sisters, I don't think that is going to work, but I sure do admire your faith. So I'm going to rely on your long-term memory. That's going to connect to something else at the end. But right now, this week is Parshas Bamidbar, which literally means in the desert. And in the desert, when we're there, we don't take water for granted. We're very grateful for it. Here, we do take it for granted. I think you turn on the faucet, you've got water. And I think it's easy here at BJ, at least for me, since my time, to take it for granted that Paula and Bill will always be here. Because they've always been here since I've been here, which is only 7 years, but some of you have longer memories than that. One of the purposes of honoring them tonight is to not take them for granted. Okay, they are here, but they're a real bracha for us, and so a blessing for all of us here at BJ. So I want to thank you all for being here, to show your love for Paula and Bill, and your support for our synagogue. We're privileged to be able to support and serve the shul. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Well, here's the agenda from here. We're going to start dinner now, and during the course of dinner, we're going to hear from Ben Gris in a tribute to his parents on behalf of the family, and we're going to show a movie. Since we do want to move through things, I'd ask you, when you're finished with each course, you take your own plate up. No, just kidding. So that's it. We're going to start dinner in a minute. I would like to say, though, I thought making a joke with the religious reference is a cheap shot. It's easy to get a laugh in a crowd like this, like that. I forgot when I made my jokes. A lot of you don't read the newspaper or watch TV. I'd be happy to explain the Arnold joke or the Dominic Strauss-Kahn joke. Thank you very much. Let's have some dinner.